What's good with y'all, boys? Your boy JG Reacts, man. Hey, I'm back to give another reaction video. Listen, look what we got here. NBA legends explain how good Michael Jordan would be today's NBA. Hey, we think right into it. Let's get it.
Jordan would
See what we talking about.
average per game.
Today? Shoot. More than James Harden.
James Harden had a season he averaged 36.
More than that. For sure.
Really?
For sure. And I was at the Jordan era.
Yeah.
I was in the LeBron, Kobe,
Yeah.
Duncan, and I was at the tail end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I played with these guys.
Right.
I've seen all the three-point balls go
Right.
up. They can't. Jordan, no way. Jordan would average 50.
50?
Jordan would average 50.
If he wants
What?
to,
Right.
James Harden wants to average 50. He just can't.
Right.
Yeah, 38.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
If Jordan wants to average 50, if he was playing his era, I think he averages 50. And this is no disrespect to any of the guys.
Current player.
That's
What?
KD, you know.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, not
the
all
guys, Steph and LeBron and all those
no
guys. Yeah.
disrespect to those guys.
I said between 45 and 50 because it reminded me so much of how Wilt Chamberlain seemed to be just dropped in a different era when he was averaging 50 and 25. That's what Michael Jordan represented for the era he came in. Think about it. He was the MVP of the league while teams were still flying commercial. Okay? The rigor isn't the same. The physicality in today's game isn't the same. And one of the things that you didn't acknowledge, all NBA defense, he will be getting steals. He will be getting out in transition, catching lobs, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and also getting to the free throw line. In the NBA Finals in the early 90s, he scored 63 in the 80s versus the great Boston Celtics. And yes, there are a handful of great defensive teams in today's game. The Bucks, both teams in LA, the Toronto Raptors.
Hey, let me know in the comments how much. What y'all think? How much MJ is scoring, man? Let me know in the comments.
But you know what?
I just want to know that.
Greeny? A lot of bottom feeders. So say against the great teams, he would average 40, no doubt. Against the bad teams, the lottery teams, he would definitely average 50 against those squads. So that's how I got to the number, and I see how you got there as well.
So 1 is the best, 5 is subpar, all right? Not so good. So you get a chance to rank 1 through 5. Psychologically, how do you rank Michael Jordan?
The scale of 1 to 5?
1 to 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst.
1.
1. Ball handler.
Cap. Hey, Cap. Can he cap this ass off? He capping.
Defender.
He capping. You know you damn one is.
Mid-range jumper.
0. Not even 1.
Oh.
Like I said, he was a pure shooter. Like, I don't think anybody in the league at that point was shooting the ball better than him. He shoot 50+% from the field.
Damn.
At the guard position, shoot all J's. Like, you have to be a pure shooter. And everything was touching bottoms. Like, yeah, 1, 0. You go 0 with that.
What do you think Jordan will average? Where do you think he would fit in?
I mean, he can adapt his game to anything. He would fit in as the best player in the league. Like, that's what he would be. And, you know, I feel like he'll have more possessions to do more things, but there's also more athleticism in his game. There's more length in his game, but, you know, it's also more space for MJ to go to work. So, I mean, we'll never know, but for sure, I mean, he's a masterful basketball player. Like we've been saying, his skill level is unmatched. So, of course, he'll do numbers in this league today.
True.
How many points do you think Jordan could average in today's NBA?
What's the most he ever averaged? 37?
37-1.
All right, so 40 easy. 40 easy.
Hey, these coming from like some greats, bro. Like some good ass fucking players, bro.
40 easy. Yeah, 40 easy. Like,
Woo.
like 40 is easy. 40 would be easy for Black Jesus.
Because Harden, I think
You called him like Jesus.
Harden, a couple of years ago, averaged 36.
Right.
So you figure Jordan could average 40 with no problem. I'm gonna ask both of you guys.
And you add to that when he averaged 37, he was doing them with 2s. They weren't even no 3. They weren't shooting 3-pointers like how they shoot now. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine if Michael decided to shoot 6, 7 threes a game like they do now. Like 40 would have been easy.
No, his numbers would definitely be inflated. If you thought James Harden got to the line a lot, Jordan would average 20 free throws probably every night. You got to understand, he would evolve into
Oh my!
You know, the Jordan that we saw young, athletic, get to the basket based on, you know, what we've seen in this era, you would see a Jordan
That's
probably
different.
shooting more threes too. So he would definitely evolve. You know, he averaging 35 at one point. I can see him really pushing that to 40. I don't know about 50, 60, but like, you know, mid-40s, I can see that possibly happening.
I don't know if he would shoot 75% from the field, but Paul, for his career, I think he averaged like 8.5, 8.8 free throw attempts per game.
Damn.
So that's at least going to double. That's going to 20 per game in today's age. And also, I mean, pace and space. Think about how physical the game was back then. You pretty much get put on your back every time you went to the bucket. Now all of a sudden somebody blows on your wrist or hits your hand, that's a foul? Like, so, yeah, even though he would have taken more threes if he lived in today's age, still his mid-range game was on point. His skill level, he still would be considered one of the most skilled, if not the most skilled in the league today. I think, I don't know 75%, but he'd be averaging in the 40s for sure.
What both of you guys are saying is right. The pace has increased, the three-point shot has increased. Players up front have gotten smaller. So now driving to the basket, he gonna be dunking on everybody.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Like, KD is like a 4 in today's game. So now, like, and then here's the other thing. If Harden can average 36, 37 right now, James Harden is averaging that right now. He's getting none of those points off his defense. Jordan gonna be getting steals. He gonna be getting blocks. He gonna be out on fast break. I say like about 40, we would be having a conversation, can somebody average 50 besides Will? He'll be like 47, 48.
Whoa.
I really believe.
Hey, I like how they all stand around the 40 range too, like the 40, 45
You
range.
put Michael Jordan on the floor today, with the way the game is officiated, with what the league has gone for, with the amount of space, with the lack of physical contact on ball handlers, on guys finishing at the rim, there is absolutely no question in my mind that Michael Jordan would lead the league in scoring every single year, and he probably would be somewhere around 40 a night, because the one thing you could do to him, you could try at least, was to try to get into his body. I mean, you know, I was a guy, even like I used my physical strength as an advantage because the guy was so quick. You could at least try to dictate where he was going to go with physical contact 30 feet from the rim. And then, my goodness, I usually had 2 bouncers at the club in the lane behind me, ready to beat him up if he got in there. Now it's you know, no contact on the perimeter. Nobody's coming to lay you out. They're worried about the instant replay, ejections, flagrant 2s. None of that stuff existed. So to put him in a court today, with as competitive as he was, as tough as he was, as skilled, as quick, there's no doubt in my mind Michael Jordan would lead the league in scoring.
In today's game, the rules as they are, how would Jordan do, and how many points do you believe he would average?
I don't think anybody's averaging 60 or 70.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, those days are over with.
Nobody's gonna get Will 50 a game, huh?
Not 50 a game. No, that's not gonna happen. But I will say this: Michael Jordan would average whatever he want to average.
You believe he can get 40 a night?
Yeah, he could. I mean, yeah. Yeah, there's no question about it.
40 a night,
Yeah,
Mark. 40.
Yeah.
How you gonna get 40? If you go to
I'm not here to break it down and decipher it. I'm telling you as a witness, I'm testifying on behalf of Jeffrey Jordan that he would average 40 a night. If we see guys averaging 30,
right,
and 35, with all due respect, that don't have the arsenal that he has offensively.
Well, you know you have to add that 3 ball. You got to add the 3 ball to get to 40. Because you look at the guy, Harden was the last guy. I think Harden averaged, what, 36? And that step back 3, he put that in. Obviously, the free throw, Jordan went to the free throw line a lot. He didn't go as much as Harden. But I don't know how you get to 40 without that 3 ball.
Well, Jordan's going to go to the free throw line more than he did back then because we were able to beat him up, and it was ignored to a certain extent.
Okay.
So
wow.
And he added the 3 ball in his career. You watched him against the Blazers knock down 3. That wasn't his specialty.
Right.
But it wasn't like he was a liability shooting the basketball. Michael Jordan would average whatever he wanted to average.
What about these
That's
other guys
crazy.
who are playing in today's
Jordan would have averaged 45, 50.
in today's game?
The point I was making
45,
is
50?
you allow
Reggie Miller?
great shooters freedom to roam, freedom with no hand check. You can't crowd me, and I got a clear sight at the rim, then it's going to be lights out, maybe. But it's so hard to play defense in today's game because they allow the offense to go wherever they want.
Okay, but if Jordan's averaging, I mean, be honest here. If Jordan in his prime, Jordan in the early 90s, is
In
averaging.
today's rules.
Yeah, today's rules is averaging 40.
He would average 40.
Okay.
I think he would average 40.
Okay, but he average 39 one year, or 37.1. So Kobe's going to average 40.
Kobe would be up there. Kobe would be up there as well.
If Michael played today, he'd probably average almost 50 a game. I mean, he really would, because you.
Hey man, we got the 45s and 50s.
A ton of free throws.
Yeah, so when everybody does this like Michael LeBron,
Y'all heads in the comments, y'all gotta let me know, bro.
It's not the
Y'all be
same
educating me.
game that they're
It's not the
playing.
same game. You're right. It's not the same game. I would have loved to see LeBron play during in the 90s.
And it's the hand checking. You can't put your hands on these guys now. And just imagine, Michael Jordan was averaging 29 to 30 plus points a game in regular season in the playoffs with hand checking. Now you can't touch him.
Yeah.
You couldn't touch MJ then without getting a foul. Imagine what it looks like now. And you know Michael Jordan will adapt to the game today. And the one thing that will get guys is his ability to get in one or two dribbles to the pump fake. It's Michael Jordan. You're going to react to every move he does, and his pump fake alone will draw fouls.
As far as LeBron and Michael, if Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He averaged 50 points.
Hey. That's it for that reaction, man. Hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. Everybody saying 40, 45. Some is saying 50 though. Averaging 50? I like that's a little insane though. Y'all gotta educate me though. I don't know about 50. I'll say about 40, 45. Close to 45, but hey, 50 though? That's crazy. Anyways, that's it for that reaction, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Hey, old heads, y'all gotta educate me. Y'all gotta educate me on MJ. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, man. Hey, we out.